You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston in just 1 second. Before we get started, we know today is scheduled release day in the National Football League. Chiefs at Cowboys is set for Thanksgiving. I'm sure the NFL was trying to figure out how to get this done for I don't know how long. But the fact is, this is the two highest rated clubs from a television viewership standpoint in the National Football League. And this game is it will get a gargantuan rating. Now, like I said the other day, I think the majority of last season, the Chiefs were the highest rated, most viewership pulling football club there was. And Dallas sort of ended up coming roaring back in all of that. Maybe the Chiefs ended up being number one when it was said and done, but they were 1-2 regardless, all right? So so far that's the biggest game that's come out today, and that just came out. Oh, now let's get to Russell Wilson. My God. So we all know, especially if you've watched Black and White Sports for any length of time, especially Black and White Sports 2 before we created an actual football channel separate, that Russell Wilson has been a big topic, a massive topic, all right? From way back in probably a third into the season of his Denver Bronco year, second year, where it looked like this was not going to work out. Something was going to go down involving Sean Payton because he was driving Sean Payton crazy. All these stories were coming out about birthday parties and nobody showing up. The inability to run Sean Payton's timing and rhythm offense, the one that Bo Nix is already running real well, and sort of the deficiencies and you see that word, insufferable behavior, that was driving Pete Carroll and John Schneider nuts in Seattle. So we knew a divorce was coming, and boom, he ended up with the Steelers. Well, guess what? The Steelers dealt with some of that last year too. And now he's on the Giants. And he's already starting to drive people crazy. We'll get to Jameis Winston in a minute, but here we are. And it's all of this little stuff. Mr. Unlimited, all of that. It just will drive you nuts. It's like, do you care about football? What do you care about? Showing up at some party? It took 2 months and one practice, but dorky Russell Wilson to emerge for the New York Giants. The most insufferable quarterback in the NFL was firing on all damn cylinders Tuesday at Giants camp, throwing a cute little moon balls that got social media fired up and saying things like, "Let's ride." Don't know if that last part is true or not, but I assume it's close. Might as well be. Anyway, there's a picture of the current Giants quarterback room that's going viral from yesterday's practice. It's certainly an interesting quarterback room, but it's a quarterback room I think that may look different than it does right now, because you got Rush, you got Jameis Winston, Tommy DeVito, and of course Jackson Dart, right? So this is the picture that emerged right here. Right here, let me just make it bigger. We got Jackson, we got DeVito, we got Jameis Winston, and we got Russell Wilson. All right, you may be like, well, what is out of the ordinary here? Well, I mean, it really is funny. Yeah, so this guy says, of course, Russell Wilson is in his game pants. Laugh out loud. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I mean, it's just these little things from Russell. And this went viral, 3.5 million. It's wild. Just can't go out there in some shorts like everybody else. Got his game pants on. And, you know, it's hilarious. Some of the reaction. Bro, the old head in the gym with the full set. Absolutely. Absolutely. Such a football guy. Is he? I mean, bro got the bottom of the uniform on. He's ready for the game. He's so awkward. The biggest cornball in sports. It's wild. It's wild. That is the shit Sean Payton was talking about. Absolutely. I said something similar. In fact, I said, let me see if I can just pull this up right quick. Right here. Good Lord. Somewhere Sean Payton is smiling. He was right all along. It's wild. It's wild that we're here again already for the damn New York Giants. We just started. We just started. And the one thing you'll see is Giants fans will start defending him, knowing damn well they crushed him when he was with the Broncos and the Steelers for doing the same kind of dumb shit. I know you ain't expecting nothing less from Mr. Unlimited. He's the worst nice person. I mean, seriously. Seriously. Better than the Steelers, better QB than the Steelers. Look, I mean, honestly, I get that, but uh, okay, I don't know. It won't be. It may not be before this day's out. Let's put it that way. So we all know Derek Carr retired, right? So we saw the QB room just now. What's going to happen? One of these quarterbacks is going somewhere. So the question will be: are the Giants going to end up trading Jameis Winston back to the Saints? A Jameis Winston trade in New Orleans would make a lot of sense since his presence on the Giants roster does not. This is the current roster down in New Orleans. Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Hayner backing him up, okay? I think Shuck wins that job. I still cannot believe that there's still Spencer Rattler, folks. I'm floored by that. He couldn't play ball in college. I mean, he just wasn't. He didn't impress me in college. Winston played in New Orleans from 2020 to 2023, starting 10 games over 4 seasons, and he played in Cleveland. Well, let's just take a look. This was last year in Cleveland, 2-5, 2,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and the infamous and hilarious, I'm praying that God delivers me from these pick sixes. Look, Jameis Winston's one of the most entertaining NFL players that there is. And I'm hearing that he may get a podcast or something like that. We can't forget this season with the Buccaneers. 5,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 30 interceptions. I mean, and you can look at his yards per attempt down through here. The one thing that Jameis Winston will do, he will throw the ball down the damn field. And he's beloved in New Orleans by the fan base. The fan base loves him. I mean, they were outraged when he got let go. And as soon as Derek Carr retired, there started to be sort of a groundswell in New Orleans for Jameis Winston to come back. It makes some sense, except does Kellen Moore want him? That's the difference, is you don't have anybody tied to Sean Payton, Dennis Allen, that group. It's Kellen Moore, all right? So I don't know if Kellen Moore would want Jameis Winston, because you got to remember, somebody's got to lose reps, which is a problem they've got in New York right now, and it's a problem they got in Cleveland right now, and it's a problem all over the league. I will continue to bang the drum. This is why, not to get on a tangent, I'm not going to, but this is exactly why the UFL and the NFL should get together, and the NFL should be okay. They've got to figure a way to be okay with their rookies that get drafted going and playing in the UFL. All right? Yeah, there's an injury risk. I get that. But draft them, set the UFL season just a few weeks later, let them get about 2 or 3 weeks in training camp, boom, right in the UFL games. Maybe make the season like 8 games so they finish right before training camp, boom, into the NFL season. They need to do it with rookie quarterbacks and backup quarterbacks. And it would bring attention because of all those rookies coming in and rookies that are sitting on rosters, guys that were sort of drafted high. For example, a Spencer Rattler would be in the UFL right now, right? Jameis Winston would be in the UFL, but still under contract with an NFL team. You would have actual known names and people would watch. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because these quarterbacks don't get nearly enough reps to develop. Tommy DeVito, perfect example. Now, you get my point. Tell me what you think. Mr. Unlimited, already driving fans nuts with his new team. But the Giants fans, they'll defend him because I will give Broncos fans credit. Steeler fans tried to defend him. About half of the Broncos fan base was like, get this turd off of our team. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.